Hi Catherine, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Quick recap on our lesson this afternoon. So if we run through face on here, we're going to see here at the moment we've got some sort of tilt to the right, which is perfect. We don't want too aggressive tilt with an iron, but we can see there's a slight shoulder or spinal tilt. But when we take the club away, we're going to watch your head is going to move. And if we draw that line actually through your head, not a good line. There you go. Okay, we're going to see your head moves forwards and down. We can see that quite evidently there. If we draw a line across that T there, we're going to see your head moves forwards and down, and now we can see your spine at the top of the swing is the complete wrong angle. So we can see now you're tilting away from the ball, into the ball. So that just looks like we're going to hit the ball very low and into the ground and struggle to get good contact. If I gave you a ball to throw it down the range as far as you could, you'd put it in your right hand and you would lean the other way, so your spine would be more on that angle there to launch the ball. So we need to get you leaning to the right. It doesn't mean your legs need to change, it just means that your top half needs to work this way. And I gave you an analogy of put something on the kitchen table at home, set up in your golf posture just far enough that you can't reach it, then make a backswing and you should be able to grab it. Now you get further away from the table as you swing back. That's hugely important, that move there, Catherine. Otherwise, when you start down, you can now see your head now is going to go the other way and it's now backing up of that red line. So your head is seesawing, it's gone left, now it's going right. It's extremely difficult to time that and get good contact, that your head is now moving behind the ball. And it's one of the reasons we don't get quite as much downward pressure through the shot. I'd like to see us get a bit more turf interaction, and that's purely that your head's moving the wrong way. So that's the first thing I want you to work on. Second thing is, if we look at this video on the right, we can see this area here, the spine isn't very neutral. You've got this little angled bit there, okay? And all I ask you to do is just tuck your pelvis under. So you just push your pelvis forwards and under, and they got your back dead straight and flat, and so we get no back problems later on in life. If we look at the top of the swing, I can sort of live, everything here is fine. If we draw a line there on your bottom as you start down, or we do it fairer at setup, there we go. Cool. There you go. If we look at your bottom as you start down, you're going to see that we're going to move into the shot quite aggressively. So again, your pelvis is now moving towards the ball, and we've got no room at impact. So we're going to have to save that with the hands, and we're either going to flip or block. And we can see you keep moving forwards. Look at this right foot. It's right on the toe there, and your pelvis is really moving this way. It's quite dangerous that for you, that motion. So we need to work out why you was doing that. And for me, one is obviously the screen on the left, but two, it looks like you've been practicing shifting left too much. I want to get the feeling that you just turn that left hip behind yourself. It's almost just rotate it out the way, more of a spin than a lunge. And that was a little bit easier for you to stay on that wall and clear. So practice that at home for me. Practice you putting your bum against the wall. As you turn through, keep that left cheek on the wall. You'll feel it a lot more in your IT band and your left leg, but it'll give us a much more structured looking golf swing and more reliable. And they're the three moves I want you to work on for me. So work on them, and don't worry too much where the golf ball goes, Catherine, until we next hook up, and then we'll worry about keeping it straight later on. Thank you.